Hey, what's up? It's your boy Steve Cardenas, aka Rocky the Red Power Ranger, and you are watching Blurredography. So check it out.
You're now listening to Blurredcast, presented to you by Blurredography.
Alright, you guys can start now.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Hi. So what inspired the series Ancient Rangers?
A bunch of different things. My personal love for Greek mythology, and Lauren's personal love for Power Rangers.
And filmmaking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go again. So I remember you guys from the first RangerStop Pop back in 2019, and it seems like you have grown some since then. Can you tell me a little bit about the new changes and who you added to the crew?
Ooh, that's a good question. Laura, you want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll take it. So we kind of kind of brought in some brand new characters, like, since the first Ranger Stop, we brought in Jamie's character, Riley. We brought in a brand new Black Ranger, Shay. We brought in Ryan, who plays Cal. And then we brought in another brand new character, Jay's character, Orion. And we kind of just wanted to play around with different aspects of, like, different gods, and sort of just have fun of, like, playing with different character voices and meeting new faces and characters.
So as far as, because I was here for the premiere, and what does it feel like as a filmmaker to finish, like, completion of a film?
I think let's blow the message for this question.
You want me to go first?
I think I think I'm gonna, as the main editor for the past, like, it's almost a year of the film. It was a lot, but I am very, very happy that we finished it. We were literally down to finishing it yesterday. But I'm really, really happy to finish it. I'm really happy with the product and, like, what we made. But I'm also really proud of everybody else, because we shot this thing in 8 days. Like, that's not a lot of time, and everybody memorized the script, and, like, everybody did really good. So I'm very proud of everybody.
I was very relieved.
Yeah.
Part of me is always like, are we gonna finish it on time? Is it gonna happen? Is it actually gonna be out? Like, all the questions that I never thought would actually happen.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it to me was my intuitiveness of understanding that I think it will happen, but will it happen? Yeah. So I'm I gave the biggest sigh of relief after we finished the premiere yesterday. I was like,
So what are some of the other challenges of creating a project like this?
Does anyone else have any?
I am down to say something. So some challenges, definitely organization. Organization is one of the biggest things we had on set. But, it took a lot of time, but we finally got to it, and also getting everyone together. That's also a big thing, because we want everyone to be part of this project and make it absolutely beautiful. And I'm glad we got everyone that we can on set, and I think that was also a challenging thing. And also the suits, oh my God. The suits were, oh my God, when you're shooting in the summertime, I swear to God, that sweat, it just drips. Like, you're like a
Yeah.
like, you can barely breathe in this thing, I swear to God. The fog inside, when you're just like in it, you're like,
Exactly.
And the moment they're like,
I swear. I'm like, I can't breathe up in this thing.
Yeah, also, like Jacob said, organization was a big thing, and then coordinating for the shoot, getting everybody we needed, because it's a really big cast.
Yes.
We had a cast of almost 20, so like.
And we had a couple people who had to, at the last minute, be like, oh, I can't make it, which led to script rewrites, and that was crazy and hectic.
We were changing on the fly, like in the middle of filming, like the morning of, we're like, well.
Yeah, one of our cast came out with COVID that morning and said, haha, I'm not coming. And I'll just write your character out, it's okay. Yeah.
And the suits, like Jacob said,
mostly
personally, my suit is completely completely white. So when we were filming like outside, so when we were doing
grass.
the fight scene, our like executive producer was like, okay, Jamie, you cannot touch the ground because you're gonna ruin the continuity. Additionally, when we got there, we realized my suit, something had happened with the measurements, and it was way too big. And I want to give a shout out to our crew members, none of whom are here, because this would never have gotten done without them.
Yeah.
Basically
Get some
stitching
claps
me
for
into
that.
my suit and making sure everything that needed to get done got done. It was crazy.
We had to make sure you're a perfect angel, Jamie.
The same with
Mine
my
was
suit.
my helmet. I'm sorry. I had. This is what I could see. I no, explain to me. How does the spider have all vision 360? I have none. I have in front of me, and then even when like the fight scene, which like I don't think was in the final product, but like it like came off, and I was just like I had to hold it, pretend like it was all part of the thing. like my hair just like nope, it just didn't want to sit. Yep, that was fun.
Yeah, I would also add to that and say it was extremely hard to find the equipment, the crew members, everyone we needed to actually film. We
Even
didn't get all the-
even cast was hard. We spent I think
we
2-3
spent
months.
a long time.
Yeah.
But specifically crew, it was very difficult to find. We didn't get all the crew we even wanted. We got as much as we could get at the time. So I think that was, for me, that was extremely difficult because I've also never done film at all. I'm a theater girl through and through. So to me, I was like, I don't know what a boom operator does, Lauren. So why do we need them? Like, I would ask all the questions, and like, I wouldn't know because it apparently wasn't me.
So it was a pleasant surprise to see a friend of mine, Javakis Green, who showed up later to the convention. I didn't aware of his role, but how was he involved? How did he become a part of it?
So Java plays one of the supporting characters, but also like the comedy relief. But Java was also with us on set and like Griffin
part of the crew.
and like helped with Jamie's costume
And mine too.
and like everybody's costumes because also they were like ripping and stuff, which was not funny. But Java played a really integral part in like helping us out because Java's also been in the film industry for like 20 years or something.
Yeah.
It's also David Cole and Joanna Winters, who are the newscasters, were something that I created and that were like my favorite things to create. And the person that voiced David Cole couldn't make it to the live film shoot, so we had to recast someone. And I met Java a couple years ago at RangerStop, and I turned to Laura and I said, well, doesn't he act?
I went, yeah?
Yeah, I said, well, can you ask him if he's free this summer and maybe we can get him to come out? And he responded with, I don't normally play newscasters, but sure.
He did such a great job. Like, we all love Java, and based on the screening last night, like, the audience loved
They
Java.
loved
His character was like the most lovable and funniest character I have seen on screen.
I can't wait until we can actually post the bloopers because it was only, I believe, you and me, some of the crew. We were
was
in
very
this tiny
small.
little
None of the
room.
cast saw it.
Yeah,
It was very funny.
It was very funny.
It was really nice.
Okay, so you kind of just touched on this a little bit. You had your premiere last night and you had a great reception. So my question to you is, since we're at RangerStop and you are portraying Rangers, how has the Ranger community embraced you all?
I will love. Can I answer this first? If that's okay, guys. Oh my God! You know, when I was at the booth yesterday, everyone loved the concept of like Greek mythology and kind of Power Rangers put together. It was like everyone wanted something like this, and it was absolutely incredible. And I'm just like, we all loved it, and I just love seeing all the fans coming up to us saying they love our project, and also having a first female Green Ranger warrior, you know, take the lead, and it is just absolutely iconic, and it's so loving and so special, and I'm glad I got to work with these amazing people. You know, it was just so iconic. If anyone else has anything to say, I'm done.
Yeah, actually, since I was one of the new additions to the cast after Ancient Warriors already started, I also met Lauren and Anna at 2019, the first RangerStop here. I lived really close to Atlanta at the time. And a few months after the con, they messaged me and they were like, do you want to play a Ranger? And I was like, all I've ever wanted to do since I was a kid. So, and then I was not able to be here last year, but I was here 2 years ago, and obviously I'm here again. And even a couple years ago, I had people who would be like, "Oh my God, you're Ancient White, right?" And I would be like, "Oh, am I like a micro celebrity in this adult Power Rangers fandom?" And that's wonderful. Like just having that big booth and having people come up and know who we are is crazy.
It's interesting for me because I came here late. Like I got to the booth and most of my pictures are gone, and they're just like they've been taking them. Like, oh really? Like, awesome.
Why?
But why? And like I've known Lauren since she was 13, so this is like
Sisters for life.
So this is like watching her grow has been a blessing and an honor, and her asking me to be part of this has been fun. Even though I live like on a totally opposite end of the spectrum in this world we call Earth. So I live in LA, so this is like it was a blessing and a prayer that I got to New Jersey. Just like it was for me to get to Atlanta because I hate flying with a passion. Anxiety does not deal with me well, but I'm here and I'm happy that everybody has been so like loving of what she's created, her and Nana have created.
That's awesome.
The same with me. I mean, I met Lauren at Power Morphicon 2018. That was the first time we met. And then 2019, she asked me if I wanted to be a ranger, and I was like, yes, please. And can I be the blue ranger? And then I was like, yes, please. And
I
then,
tried to wrangle being pink and it didn't work out. Sorry. I just like black. I'm like, fine.
The cool thing is, I actually have really something cool to say. It'll be really fast. So originally, Laura was supposed to be the Red Warrior, actually, the first female Red Ranger, actually. And then when I first started coming, because I told her I wanted to be blue, and then Kevin took blue. I was like, oh snap. And then she's like, Jacob, listen, how about I give you red and I'll take green? I'm like, no, you take red. She's like, Jacob, it's fine. And I'm like, Laura, no, it's not fine. It's like, no, it's fine. I can be green. Jacob, I love you. You're my brother. You are gonna take red.
I will take green.
Yeah, literally. And I was like, okay.
And that's how like the green leader sort of just became like a thing.
But I would say for me, I fell out with Power Rangers for a couple of years. She and Maya, who plays our Gold Warrior, turned me back on it. And so for me, RangerStop Pop was my first like Ranger convention that I'd ever been to. And it was very a nostalgic moment for me. These like people that I looked up to when I was a kid coming up and being like, "You're an Ancient Warriors?" Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. I was like Nikia, I'm like, I don't understand life right now. This is not reality. And so to me, I was very much like, wow, I'm like 7 again. Like it was so cool. And something like just so passionate about now that I've become because of Lauren and Maya, really. Throwing me into this because she told me, we came November of 2018 when I was a freshman in college, now a graduate from college.
And now I'm a sophomore in college, started this as a freshman in college.
And I don't understand life at this current moment, and so now it's just like, what has happened? Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we have to.
We gotta run too.
Yeah.
All right, we have to go to.
We're so sorry.
No problem. Thank you guys so much.
This is me, Karen Ashley. I am one of the co-owners of RangerStop Pop. We had an amazing time this year in Atlanta, and we can't wait to bring RangerStop Pop back to Atlanta. I just want to thank all of the fans, all of the attendees, all of our friends and family that came, supported the show. We had the most amazing vendors. We had the most amazing time. And you guys know, it's always morphin' time.